Now, before I get into these things to do before you shoot a concert, make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. I got so much heat coming for y'all. It's crazy, so much heat. So the first thing you need to do before shooting a concert, and the most obvious thing you need to do, is check your batteries. Now, yeah, I know, who don't know to bring some batteries when you shooting a concert? But man, y'all be surprised how many people that ask me, do I got extra batteries when I was at the show? Sometimes people just be thinking that they only gonna shoot the first 3 songs, but you never know what might happen. You might end up shooting a whole show. You might sneak in or something, or somebody might give you a pass or anything like that. Then you might be super salty that you ain't get to take pictures at the super crazy show, and probably some special guests came, all because you ain't bring a couple of extra batteries. Now, I personally bring 2 extra batteries plus the one that I got in my camera, because it had been too many times where I probably done left my camera on, or another battery that I had wasn't fully charged when I left the house. And because of all those situations, I barely used to get through shows with 1 battery. Or I was probably walking around before the show taking pictures, or I was switching from video to pictures back and forth, and y'all know that drain your battery a whole lot. So just by bringing some extra batteries, you can avoid all that extra stuff. Now, the second thing you should do is check your SD card. Now, this tool gave me a whole lot of unnecessary problems, because a whole lot of times I'd have been sitting there about to shoot a crazy shot that I could just vision, and then next thing you know, it just pop up. No more space on the memory card. Not only did you miss that 1 shot that you probably wanted, but you probably missed the next 5 shots that you probably wanted, because you've been sitting there just deleting stuff, trying to figure out what you need to delete and what you don't need to delete. And now when you deleting stuff, you probably deleting stuff that you probably don't even got saved on your extra external hard drives. All because you're in the moment to delete some stuff just so you can have some space on your SD card. So make sure that your card is big enough to do everything that you're trying to do for that night. Make sure that you got fast memory cards. All the memory cards that I got, I linked them down below for y'all to check out. And make sure that you situate everything the night before, just so you don't have to worry about it the day of. Now, the third thing to do before you shoot a show is make sure you bring your ID. Now, a whole lot of people forget, or they just probably don't even know that you need your ID in order to pick up a photo pass. 9 out of 10 places is super strict when it comes to IDs. And make sure you don't give them your social media name when you're giving them your name, because they will not let you in. But you may come across somebody like that just be like, hey, just show me your social media account. But I personally wouldn't even take that risk and depend on that. Now, the 4th thing you need to do is check to see if you need a flash. Now, in a whole lot of places, or I should say like the mandatory norm, is that you can't use flash in the photo pit. Unless you like backstage and you like shooting with the artist or something like that, and you got like a low light lens. But even in that case, you still gonna need a flash, because most of the time it's low light back there and you could barely see. Or you just might catch them after the show outside, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be nighttime. And make sure if your flash take batteries, to bring some extra batteries, because I remember, man, Super Bowl weekend, it was nighttime, I had my flash, and then my batteries just automatically died just for some reason. They just kept dying, so I just don't know. I should have brought some extra batteries. I was salty. So don't be like me, learn from me, I'm telling y'all. Now, the 5th and last thing you need to do, always know beforehand what kind of lens you're gonna need. Like when I first started, I used to bring my 24-70 lens to like stadium shows, because that was all I had at the time. They used to tell us we was gonna be by the stage, but they by the stage ain't nowhere near to what a regular person by the stage would be. But lucky enough for me, I started to rent a 70-200 for those kind of shows, but that still wasn't even close enough to what I really wanted to get. Now, if I would have known beforehand what I know now, I would have brought something way bigger than that, and I would have been super satisfied with the pictures that I had turned up getting. So I want to tell y'all that it's super important to study the location that you're gonna be shooting at before you get there, and to always stay prepared when you're shooting for an outlet or an artist or something like that, because you don't want to be that person that's known for forgetting what they supposed to bring. Make sure you bring everything. Make sure you bring your SD cards. Make sure you bring your lens. Make sure you bring your flash. Make sure you bring your ID. Make sure to bring all your gear. So I hope all those tips helped y'all out to stay prepared. If they did, make sure y'all comment down below. Let me know, and I'll holler at y'all in the next video.
How you coming? The kick got a dangerous button. The Draco, it came with a cousin. The Glocky, it came